And we're back. It is time for just a cozy crochet day here at Yarn and Whimsy. I'm Karen, and I have a yarn haul mini review kind of thing to do today. Here's what happened. The yarn review video that I just put out like a weekish ago, we talked about Hobby Shoppy and Alize Velluto, and the Hobby Shoppy people heard us talking about them and reached out and wanted me to know that they have more than just Alize Velluto. So they offered to send some yarn, and I said, yes, please. That would be super fun. So not only have they sent a little more Alize Velluto, but they sent 3 new kinds of yarn for me to look at and test. And ones I know you all already know about. We have Yarn Art Dolce, and we have Yarn Art Dolce, Yarn Art Jeans, which is maybe not going to fit into our plush yarn review, and Himalayan Dolphin Baby. So I have a package from Hobby Shoppy that I really want to tell you about. And I was going to save it till after the holiday. But their Black November sale is just really good, and it ends at the end of November. So I really wanted to sneak it in. So this is just going to be like a laid back fun video where we test out these yarns real quick. I think I'm going to go ahead and make little Octos, and we're going to see how it works up. These 2 new yarns, at least, the Himalayan Dolphin and the Yarn Art Dolce. We're going to see how they work up. So I have 3 hooks in anticipation. I have my 4.5, my 5, and my 5.5, because I'm thinking that the Dolce and the Himalayan Dolphin will probably fall into this general range. So I've got those ready. I have a couple stitch markers. I have a needle. I have some scissors. And I think we might just try and work them up right now. What do you guys think? So big thanks. Big thanks to Hobby Shoppy for sending this and for sponsoring this video. Really appreciate it. Really love Alize Velluto, and really love getting it from Hobby Shoppy. So it was a pleasure to partner with them for this. And I really want to see these new yarns. So I do have some sad news. If you watched the last time I opened up Hobby Shoppy yarn, we had a giant package of like 65 skeins of Alize Velluto, and they were vacuum packed and into a tiny little cube that grew like Grinch's heart, like 3 sizes too big when we opened it, and it was so much fun. This is a smaller package, and it is not vacuum packed. So that's less fun, but also it's new yarn. So how unfun could it be? Let's take a look. All right. Oh, we still got a free little tote bag. I love that they send these because this is just such a perfect size for a project bag if you're making something. Okay, so here we are. Let's see what I got. I did request colors. I don't remember what I was thinking when I requested the colors. So let's see what we have. All right. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. We are going to start with the one that I think I'm not going to test today, and that is this Yarn Art Jeans. Now, people rave about this yarn. The people that do those intricate dolls and cute little tiny, they're so good. This is 100% acrylic, which I wasn't sure about. It recommends a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook if you're using it for not amigurumi. So I don't know what size I'm going to have to use for it, but we are not learning that today. That will be in a future. That'll be a future Karen problem, but I really want to try it. And I got a skin tone shade and some things to use for clothes because I think I have to try to make a doll with it, right? I think I have to try to make a doll with it. So I picked out these 3 colors. What are they? So color number 73. Oh, it's going to be super fun to work with. I don't know if I can do amigurumi with it. Oh, I also got black. Oh, perfect. So these are my colors. It might turn into something that's not amigurumi. I don't know what it's going to turn into. What do I do with this? All right, comment down below if you have a great idea for what to do with this Yarn Art Jeans, and I will work on it for a future video. But I'm really excited to have it. I've been dying to try it, and you can't just get it anywhere around here where I'm at. So thank you, Hobby Shoppy, for sending me that. Really excited. Okay, now we have, Yarn Art Dolce. This is so soft. Oh my gosh, this is so soft. Okay, this is made in Turkey. No surprise, because Hobby Shoppy is in Turkey. But their shipping is crazy fast. It is 131 yards. So this feels very similar to Parfait Chunky, if not maybe just the tiniest bit. I don't really even think it's thinner. I think it's very similar to Parfait Chunky. Let me get a Parfait Chunky Octo. Hold on. Okay, here's one of our Parfait Chunky Octos, and I feel like this is pretty similar. Yeah, it kind of looks bang on the same. Let me rearrange here. These two look pretty bang on the same to me. Let's see. Oh, this comes off super easy. Okay, that's maybe not. The Parfait Chunky is a little more durable than this one, but it might just be the end. We're gonna see. We're gonna work on this one and see what we find. This is the Yarn Art Dolce, and it is, here we go, 100 grams, 120 meters, or 131 yards, 100% polyester. It is a 6 bulky weight, and it recommends a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm going to use a 5 for sure as the biggest. That's the biggest I think we can go. We might even do the 4.5 with this one, but we'll try the 5 first. So we have this one in this blue color, which is $7.49, and this $7.48 red. This is the white, which is $7.41. Okay, those are the three. Those are the three I got for Dolce Vita. Do I know what I wanted to make? I've probably something Christmassy with the white, blue, and a little bit of red. I probably had a Christmassy plan. We're going to find out. Now we have this one I'm most excited about. This is the Himalayan Dolphin Baby. Oh, how pretty. We do not have color names on this. We have 4 skeins of Himalayan Dolphin Baby. This color is so pretty. It's a very orangey red. And then we have this super pretty pink, which I really like. And again, I got a black and a white. Really because these are the 2 colors that I find the most problems with the yarn. So I like it if I can buy a white, because the whites and the blacks are sometimes hard. And then I'll just show you the Alize Velluto we got, but we're not testing it because we've already tested it. So I got this is the white. I got this pale yellow, this camel color, which I already have, but it's low-key maybe my favorite. I've been using it a ton. So I got this one. And then this hot pink color, which is so pretty. And I'm going to tell you I got this one because I was so sad about the Parfait Chunky one I got that was just, I just didn't even finish working with it. And this is pretty much the same color. And I don't know, I wanted this color in my life. I just wanted it in my life. All right, so I think we are going to make a red yarn art and a pink. A pink? No, we're going to make this pretty orange. I just have to make this pretty orange in the Himalayan Dolphin. We're going to do the red and the orange. I know, they're kind of similar, but we're going to do them. I can already tell you, these yarns are both crazy soft. They do not feel similar at all. They do not feel the same. Okay, so before we get into making those Octos, I just want to tell you a little bit about the yarn. So please don't forget, Hobby Shoppy has Black December going on right now. And that's why I'm posting this video today, because I don't want you to miss it. So if you have not ordered your Alize Velluto yet and you're intending to, this is the moment. I'm going to tell you, this is the best price I have seen since I've been looking for it. It's been like $350 to $399, $389. It's been in that price range ever since the tariffs, and it was still over $3 before the tariffs, or just right at $3. And this sale brings the Alize Velluto down to like $298 a skein. Still says $350 on the website last time I was there, but when you put it in your cart, it comes out as $298. The Yarn Art Dolce is $465, and it's going to be $396 in your cart. And the Himalayan Dolphin is $540. It's going to be $395 in your cart, which is a really good deal for Himalayan Dolphin. And I will remind you that the Himalayan Dolphin and the Yarn Art have a lot more yarn in them than the Alize Velluto. So getting the Alize Velluto for $298 and the Himalayan Dolphin for $395 absolutely makes sense. And the Himalayan Dolphin is a really good price. Oh, okay. So I'm going to try them out. We're going to meet back here. I'm going to link Hobby Shoppy down below. And feel free to use that link if you do. It's an affiliate link. I will get a little bit of a commission, which will make me love you forever. No, I'm just kidding. I love you forever anyway. But if you want to use that link, it won't cost you any extra. It will give us a little more support for the channel, for all the yarn and patterns that I want to by to keep making these reviews. So I super appreciate it. But if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine too. I just appreciate you being here and I just love hanging out with you. So let's go make these and then we will see where we're at. Now I am going to use the 5.5 just to make this magic circle, because if you remember from my yarn review video, I like to do that with these really finicky flush yarns, and I make it so loose. So we're going to do 8. We're going to make it so loose. We're going to get like 3 or 4 ready to go in there. And then we are going to just make sure it's still loose enough it's going to move. It is. So now we'll do a couple more. This is the way that I am able to do magic rings with these crazy plush yarns. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more is 8. All right, let's see if we can close it. And we can. So there we go. Okay, and just for fun, I'm just going to, now I have to start 3 rounds of the same stitch count. So just for fun, this is what I do when I have to do a lot of rounds. I don't know how everyone else keeps track, but I'm going to make my first stitch of the round. And instead of putting my stitch marker up here in the V of the stitch, where I have to move it every round, I put it down here on the bar. And then I know that that's my first stitch of the first round of this series of rounds. So I know how to count my rounds when I get there. So, okay, so here we are. I actually have gone many stitches past where I was supposed to end this round. I do that on purpose so that I can test how a yarn frogs. So we're just gonna frog this one. We're gonna kind of be gentle, but not too gentle. We're gonna frog it, right? And honestly, that's not bad. I like to see how a yarn holds up, and honestly, the integrity of this yarn is still pretty darn good. Still pretty darn good. I like it. Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed. I thought it was going to fall apart. Not going to lie. I did not give it enough credit. So here we go. So I showed you earlier how I marked my first stitch of this round. I said 3, but it's actually 4 rounds. So you can see I marked the bar so then I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 round. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds we've gone. So this is the first stitch of the round. So we are done with that and ready to move on to our next section. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna meet you guys back. Oh, and if you're worried about this, me giving away all the secrets of this pattern, this is a free pattern from From Jade. She knows I use it. I've been using it for several years, and it is free on her Instagram. So I will try and link that below if anyone wants to make it. It's such a good pattern for, I mean, it's just adorable. We're like 10 minutes in and practically done with this already. It's super quick. Okay, so we are, I think, stuffed pretty well. This is my needle of choice, what I really like to use. And I have a long needle also if I'm doing bigger plushes, but this is the one I use most often. This, or they come in different colors. I have a bunch of them. But if I'm using yarn I'm worried about shedding or shredding, as it may be, I like to use the plastic needle like this because it's got a bigger eye, so it doesn't put quite as much pressure on the yarn when I am threading the needle. And I just feel like it's a little gentler on the yarn while I am closing up the plush. So let's close this baby up. Actually, friends, this is going pretty well. I'm pleasantly surprised with how this sewing is going. I mean, This is definitely a step up from the Parfait Chunky, which is weird because it felt like it was going to shed way worse than the Parfait Chunky, but here we are. Let's see if we can close that hole up nice and tight. Yeah. Let's just close that up. Just have to clean that fluff off, but yeah, it closed up nice. Get rid of some of this fluff, and honestly, look at that. That is still pretty intact. There's just a little like spot there, and I'm sure you all know that's exactly where the eye of the hook was, the eye of the needle was. But honestly, that held up pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, not gonna lie, that turned out a lot better than expected. It really went well. All right, we're gonna do the next one, and then we'll talk about it all at the end. This is the Himalayan Dolphin Baby in this gorgeous orange. We're gonna zip through this one since I showed you a lot of the process in that last one, but I will stop and show you when I frog it and when we close it up and when we make the magic circle. I'll show you those three things real fast, and then we will meet back here when it's all over. Right off the bat, this is so shiny. Can you tell? So shiny. Let's compare it to our Parfait Chunky. Pretty similar. Honestly, pretty darn similar. Really, I'm going to use a 5 with this, just like I used with the Yarn Art Dolce, which is right here. I mean, those look like practically the same yarn, except for this one's, I think, the shiniest. So we're going to go for it. All right, so again, I'm going to size up when I make the magic ring, because that's what I always do with these delicate chenille yarns. 3 or 4 super loose single crochets into our magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to just give that a little tug and make sure it's loose enough to close still. It is. So we're going to get 4 more. 4 more. 1, 2, really loose, 3, here we go, 3, and the last one, and we're going to see if that will close. Please close. Yes, it's going to close up just fine, so no problem doing that. Now we'll go back to our other hook. Let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 single crochets. And we are off to the races, friends. Okay, here's the part where we're going to frog it from here back to here. So let's see how it holds up. Let's see. Honestly, that was pretty smooth. Honestly, it doesn't look that different if we compare it to unused yarn. It's still pretty intact. I'm pretty impressed with that. I am loving this yarn so far. It is, like I said, it is kind of, it doesn't have a lot of structure when you work it up. It's a very soft drapey kind of chenille. I mean, it doesn't drape like you would want a sweater to drape, but it's compared to a stiffer like parfait. Like this is stiff. See how it holds? Like this just kind of just, I don't know, it's hard to show on camera, but this feels like it has structure and it'll like hold that, like it can hold that shape. It holds that shape even with nothing in it. And this just feels like it's just not. It's just, I can't show it on camera, but you gotta believe me, it's not the same. It's just not the same. But I really like it. All right, let's keep going. Okay, let's close this baby up and see how she looks. Okay, let's close this baby up. I do feel like this wants to break while I'm closing it up. And it's not maybe closing up as good as I wish it would. There we go. Okay, so this one does feel a little more fragile when I close it up. I do kind of feel like it could snap. It didn't feel strong, let's just say. And it does feel like it's maybe worked up a little smaller, but we'll see that once we get the tentacles on. It's really hard to tell until then. We are back, and I did as much as I could of that on camera. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And then for future videos, I can't lie, I felt a little awkward. I feel like you all got to see me manhandling my yarn when I crochet, because I am not a pretty crocheter. Have we watched TL Yarn Crafts? She is such a pretty crocheter. Knotty Bear, have we watched Knotty Bear? He is a very elegant crocheter, but I am not. So let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna show, let's flip over to this top-down camera so you can see. I am comparing these directly to the red Parfait Chunky that I got. So this is Parfait Chunky, this is Himalayan Dolphin, and this is Yarn Art Dolce. They are straight up compatible. You could use all of these yarns together, no problem. This would be a piece of cake. And which is great since Parfait Chunky's out of colors a lot. Super nice to be able to use these. This orange is so pretty. I do not like orange. Orange is my least favorite color. If you look at my background, we have like most of the colors of the rainbow except for orange. I have like one book over there that's orange. Orange is not my color, but this orange is gorgeous and it is so shiny. This Himalayan Dolphin, I'm not gonna lie, is my favorite. I like it so much. While all of these are super comparable to Parfait Chunky, they work up the same, the magic ring is the same, they frog the same, if not a tiny bit better. I have a little more trouble with Parfait Chunky frogging. The down points, Parfait Chunky was great, Dolce was great, but on the closing the ring, I felt like the Himalayan Dolphin felt a little delicate to me. I was real nervous that I was going to break the yarn. So I was very gentle with it when I did it. I will see if that holds true when I do it again. But feel of yarn wise, this is the most luxurious feeling of these three yarns. This Himalayan Dolphin is so soft and it is so pretty. It worked up beautifully. Everything was easy about it. It's very delicate in it, how it feels. It doesn't hold its shape until you stuff it quite as well as the others do. But oh, it was so nice to work with. This reminds me a whole lot of Knotty Pony, which let's grab the Knotty Pony. Let's see if we think they would work together. Yeah, here's the Knotty Pony. So these, honestly, you could use the Knotty Pony and the Himalayan Dolphin together, which is great news because we don't have enough colors of Knotty Pony and it's so good. Knotty Pony's one of my favorites. This one is a very good yarn. I like it a lot and I will buy it again, but it's not Knotty Pony with just how structurally sound Knotty Pony is. Knotty Pony is not going to snap on me when I try to do a magic circle. So I like these both a lot. I will definitely buy Himalayan Dolphin again. I am a little on the fence about the Yarn Art Dolce. It's not as soft, but it did work up really good. Honestly, it's just as good as Parfait Chunky. If they have colors you want, it is just as good as Parfait Chunky. Yarn Art Dolce comes in like 62 colors. That's fantastic. So I take it back. This yarn is really good for a yarn that comes in 62 colors. I might be buying this more, and the price is not terrible. It's comparable in price to the Parfait Chunky. And don't forget, if you order, at least right now for Black November, we'll see what the sales are like in the future, but right now, this price is just as good as Parfait Chunky. This is the Yarn Art Dolce. This is the Parfait Chunky. It's actually a little bigger. It works up a tiny bit bigger, which is why I think we can get away with pairing it with Knotty Pony, because it does work up. I don't know if you all can tell, it's just a hair bigger all around than the Parfait Chunky. And it has 62 colors. And it didn't shed any worse than the Parfait Chunky does. In fact, maybe a tiny bit less, but no, I think about the same. Honestly, I think they're about the same. But 62 colors, and it's a little cheaper, and it works up a little bigger. That's really good. So Yarn Art Dolce is a good, I'm going to say I'm going to use it again. I am. This Himalayan dolphin, I really like. And it is so soft and it is such a joy to work with. Let me find out how many colors we have of it. 84 colors. There are 84 colors of Himalayan dolphin, baby. Some of those, now a fair amount of those, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like 25 or 30 of those are variegated or multicolor yarns, but there are 84 colors of Himalayan dolphin. I see these in my future, especially because with a $100 purchase, you get free shipping and it comes really fast. I think these are in my future. I have been a little sad about the texture inconsistencies of Parfait Chunky. I think these are really good alternatives. Oh, I wasn't expecting to be so swayed by these. I thought that I would just like them, but I really kind of love them. Honestly, are they Knotty Pony? They are not Knotty Pony. But Knotty Pony has 12 colors. And Dolce has, what did we say? 62 colors and 84 for Himalayan Dolphin. And at least the Dolce would work with my Knotty Pony. Oh, y'all, this was good. Okay, so I'm really glad we did this video today. I hope you are too. I'm really sorry if you want to buy yarn and you shouldn't. But yeah, it's Black November and we have a lot of yarn needs. I don't need any yarn. This is so bad. I really like these two. Oh, all right. So if you're picking up Alize Velluto anyway, you might want to try this for yourself. I don't know if you want to go pick up 60 skeins like I did the first time I ordered Alize Velluto, but you might want to, if you're ordering anyway, I would recommend checking these out. They shed. They do shed. That is the downside. But other than that, I like everything about these. I think this is very much similar to probably what you're used to with Parfait Chunky. This one is softer, and that is a different crochet experience when you're using this one. It does feel different in your hand and on your hook than this one does, but I still really like it. It's so soft. I mean, it is so soft. All right, I've said enough. So thank you so much to Hobby Shoppy for sending me this yarn. Thank you for sponsoring this video. I had a great time showing you all a little bit of how I test yarn when I test it to kind of have an idea of what I'm looking at and what I do. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. This will either be up Friday or Saturday, I believe. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, our member group is live. I can't believe how many of you signed up. I'm very excited. And we will be doing our first live stream the beginning of December. So if you aren't in there yet, get in there and answer on the poll for what days and times are better for you, because I'm going to schedule it really soon. All right. And in the meantime, as always, I'll be back. Thanks all. See you later.